was going through some rough times, and, you know, I mean, I made the wrong choices. Depression was definitely on the list. I would lie if I'd say that I didn't dwell on that night. Got the gun out of the closet. I remember just cocking one in the chamber and looking down at the barrel of the gun, and I just said, oh, and pulled the trigger.
Only thing I got to see was him coming out of the emergency room with his head sized with just gauze wrapped around it, real, you know, with a straw coming out to breathe in.
It was devastating. It really was. A miracle at the same time because he survived, and life-changing for sure.
Andy Sandness was just 21. Once his condition stabilized, his parents brought him to Mayo Clinic to try to salvage the best quality of life possible under the circumstances.
In our patient's case, there's no teeth, missing a lot of the jaw, both upper and lower jaw. So we had multiple surgeries to restore his face to a acceptable level.
But acceptable was a relative term, according to Mayo Clinic plastic surgeon Dr. Samir Mardini. Andy's nose was gone, his cheekbones shattered, his injuries affected how he breathed and the simple task of eating.
You know what? I was stupid and I made the wrong choice, and now I'm paying for it for the rest of my life.
Always a hard worker, Andy threw himself into staying busy. In Wyoming's oil industry, he says, if you prove yourself in the field or the shop, folks don't judge. So Andy's work buddies and friends still saw him as one of the guys.
You don't even look at his face anymore, do you? Just look at the eyes, you look at that soul. You know, he's got a good one. And
Lodge owners Twyla and Larry Napolitano have known Andy since he was a boy.
I remember that clear as day, dude.
Boxes of old photos document the simpler days of Andy's childhood.
Me with I got a diaper on that's halfway down around my ankles. I'm gonna be 3 years old. It'll be Christmas in 1988. This is me prom, right before prom. That's my mom, and that's in our house in Newcastle.
He could get straight A's and never bring a book home.
Everyone loves Andy, everyone. So everyone's rooting for him. His personality just overtakes it, and he's just a really neat guy.
Still, social interactions have been a challenge, and dating nearly impossible.
It'd be nice to settle down and have a wife and kids.
You know, because I imagine it's not easy to walk through a mall and have people staring at you. I personally wouldn't like it.
They're, oh my God, Mom, look at him, you know, look at, he's got a fake nose and all this stuff. What happened to him and stuff like that. So I tend to avoid those situations.
Which makes it easy to understand why the high country of Wyoming had become one of Andy's favorite escapes.
You know, I hunted a lot when I was a kid with my dad. Always glassing with your binoculars and looking for any sign, you know. I know everywhere to go hide if I want to just get away from people.
Yet, given the opportunity, Andy gladly chose to come in from the cold, so to speak, and rejoin the life his injuries had forced him to leave behind.
I'm good, I'm excited, happy, a little nervous.
After years of waiting, Andy and a team of medical specialists were ready to begin more than 50 hours of incredibly complicated surgery at the Mayo Clinic Isamandalal Obeid Center for Reconstructive Transplant Surgery, the center's first face transplant.
None of it's possible without the Mayo Clinic and everything that they've done from the time that I showed up in 2006 until the time I'm here now.
It'll help him tremendously, tremendously. It's like getting a second chance in life.